see if it stays. Yeah, it's official. Yeah, it's official. Actually, for the meetings, y'all, do you mind being closer? I mean, if y'all can hear me from here, then that's cool too. You can hear the delay. I can tell y'all went to the White House. That's why we're gonna mute the TV so we don't hear our backlash.
Oh, gee. I don't need, I get.
Wait, Jason, come over here, man. Because I'm about to flip the camera so people can see who's actually here.
All right. Some of the stuff that I say, it don't need to be on the live show.
That's what I'm saying. Make y'all behave.
Please. You don't need to be.
Ooh, you should be able to comment, Jalen, on the stream. You should be able to comment now that we're live.
What you want me to do? Take notes if we in there? Or
Yeah. You can take notes directly into it.
How about this a shot?
Oh, the live stream right now?
Yeah.
It was, just portrait vertical getting just enough to get the agenda in there.
I thought we were going to be in. We're not? Oh, you got the fancy kind.
What's up, y'all? Jason Jalen are here. We here for the Miles Media Ministry.
Yo,
what up?
Just for the record, if you were on 50, you're probably still on 50 right now. 50 was popping.
You got a couple bodies.
We left at like 1 o'clock. Nah, that's not what happened. I ain't gonna lie in church. I don't want Jesus to be mad. We left early than what we would usually leave, and it took us an additional 40 minutes to get here.
Yeah. But thank you for DC Police. They handled the situation very efficiently. So we really appreciate that.
They were kind. Even though the DC police officers were kind, even though sometimes DC citizens and DC people were not listening. But that's another.
I don't think she was from DC. Well, her tag was DC, but she sounded like she was from Iowa. A person that was pretty rude.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in live or watching this later. So we're going to be brief. Hopefully you can catch up and follow along with the agenda. So here we go. Jason Moore. Would you like to, well, before we jump to this point, just to give you all a gist, we got the attendance today is myself, Brother Salon Mitchell, Brother Jason Moore, and Sister Jillian Thompson Moore. In case y'all were curious, the board, just to do quick, Sister Sharon Richard is on, yay! Okay. Hey! What up, Sister Sharon?
Yes.
Hey!
Thank you.
Awesome, cool. So, as we go up from the attendance, we got people who are live. We got Tamika, yay!
Hey, me.
Tamika, woo! Awesome. So, yeah.
Good one.
Hey. so I'm quickly breeze through the, hey, what's up? So I'm gonna quickly breeze through the board members. President is Brother Salon Mitchell, Vice President, Brother Darrell Brooks, Treasurer, Brother Jason Moore, Secretary, Sister Jillian Thompson Moore, Assistant Secretary, Sister Halima Tiatsu, Technician, Sister Tamika Nugent, and others who are involved with the media ministry. Besides those board members, we got Pastor Reverend Juliano Andujo, Church Secretary Sister Terry Butler, Webmaster Sister Darlena Jones. So those are everyone who's directly involved with the ministry. Now you can always join us. We are not exclusive. We are very inclusive. We want to help y'all. We want to have people help us. So going into the actual agenda meeting, we're going to have Brother Jason Moore open us up in prayer. Jason?
Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you for bringing us here to the church safe. Thank you for everyone attending via live stream. Dear Lord, please continue to bless us, bless our mission, and please continue to bless the church, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, so let me go ahead over here. So, as a relatively new ministry, we think it's really important that that we define what our mission and vision is. And so, hopefully, what we'll be doing by next week is having some drafts together about what our mission and vision are for the Miles Media Ministry. Now, I've spoken with Sister Judy Ross, a member of the church, and she's actually a technical writer, and she runs consulting for that skill. And so I know that she's hoping to help us edit a mission and vision statement for the ministry. Now, diving right into, I just saw that Tamika commented. She said, "Hey, everyone, except Jason." Hilarious. So, diving into the social media, just in case people weren't aware, Miles is very active and has a lot of different social media channels. And if you see the first comment in this stream, you'll see the agenda, and you can open up that Google Doc agenda yourself in your browser and be able to click on these various hyperlinks. First thing we have here is our Facebook page for Miles. Now this is our main HQ where people, visitors and members alike, can come and see all the various ways that we're involved at the church. Now we've come a long way with being able to live stream services and being able to post different scriptures, especially Reverend Andujo has been great about having weekly inspirational messages. But we can always go further and feature the various facets and the members that we have here. Next up, we have the Facebook group, which is a great internal method that members at Miles can stay informed, share great news, praise reports, prayer requests, etc. And so if you're not a member of the Facebook group, we highly recommend that you request to be one. We keep it private so that it's not open to others. We want to make sure that it's definitely for Miles members. Oh, Elder Reverend Ernest, what's up, man? Just saw you join.
Yes.
Reverend Ernesto, hey! Okay, cool. So, moving on, as we're recapping the social media channels that Miles has, next thing we have is our Instagram. Right now, it's a little outdated, but it's a really great way. What's up? Hey! So, it's a great way for us to be able to show the powerful visuals that we have from services, Bible studies, missionary meetings, fellowships. So we definitely want to make sure that we can really use our Instagram to its fullest extent. Next up, we have Twitter, and this is great for being able to have relevant, up-to-minute news and to keep people informed about various things that are happening at Miles, whether it's scriptures, information about the CME Church, our parent organization, family churches, etc. We're also active on YouTube, which is the same as our Google Plus page. Now, the YouTube is very important because you'll see a lot of our Bible studies and a lot of our live stream services on our YouTube page. So definitely subscribe to that channel as well so that you can see all the ways that we're making sure that we're using live streaming to our best potential. Now, everyone who's tuning in on live stream, whether you're watching this live or you're watching this after tonight's live stream, one thing that I really want you to try to do just to see how prevalent we are on the web is go ahead and search Miles Memorial CME Church, and you'll see how active we are, how strong our search results are, how strong our search optimization results are on Google. You'll see our website, you'll see under videos some of our live streams. So it just shows that we're doing really well and already having a strong presence. So again, your exercise right now is to open up a new tab in Google, search Miles Memorial CME Church, and you'll see our website. Now quickly, because I just got a notification that my phone battery has 20%, so I want to make sure that I breeze through this stuff for you guys. Our website, in case you weren't aware, is milesmemorialchurch.org. Again, that's www.milesmemorialchurch.org. We pay Darlena Jones to be our webmaster to update that. We hope to, at some point, add a HTTP SSL certificate. Typically, you'll see in front of websites, before you see the double slash, you'll see HTTPS. Basically, what that means is it makes sure that the website is secure. That's really important, especially in today's dangerous kind of hacking world. So one thing that we really want to make sure that we do is get that certificate, work with Darlena Jones, figure out the costs. I'm sure between Sister Darlena, Sister Tamika, and Brother Jason, we can figure out the most cost-effective method for that. As far as adding content management and keeping that up to date, myself, Brother Salon, and Sister Terry will probably be the ones who will be feeding the information and the content to Sister Darlena. Moving on to equipment, basically what we use most often for our current activities are tripods, projectors, laptops, mixer, and cables for these various means. For live streaming, announcements, and for the praise team or for presentations for Bible studies when pastor needs these items as well. We're currently going to be looking at the best way to have a tripod in-house at the church, whether we have members donate to one or we have members continually to bring their own. So that's a TBA discussion point. Regarding the laptops, we have 2 in-house in the church, which is great. We have one for pastor and one for the stewards. We're gracious to the stewards for letting us use their laptop. I just saw someone under the Miles page say that they have one as well. So hopefully we can find the most efficient method, but these are just the talking points for us to think further and to get organized in the new year. Next up after equipment, we have Verizon service. Currently, in case you weren't aware, with the Verizon service, the cable remote is not working to be able to use the guide and to change channels directly from the remote. Myself, Brother Salon, needs to work with Sister Terry to call customer service and get that taken care of and have a reset so that all of our football fellowships for the men Right, Jason?
Yes.
Football. So basically, that's our next thing to do with the Verizon service. Otherwise, things are working well. Diving into the software services. Now, this is something that's very open-ended and still being worked out. We know that there are ways that with our very prevalent live streaming that we do for Bible studies, for live for services, and for other events, there are ways to maximize that content to go not just to Facebook Live or not just to YouTube Live, but there are ways to make it go to both, and that's called simulcasting. Currently, when we stream to YouTube Live, there's an app that we've been using called Wirecast Go. There's a free version, and then the paid version is like $5. I've been using the $5 version, no big deal. But if we wanted to go kind of the ultimate deal, the ultimate level, hopefully sooner than later to stream, then there's a parent app, desktop app called Wirecast 7. In your time, definitely click on these two links here under Wirecast Go and Ultimate Simulcast Solution so you can watch and get a good idea about what these two solutions can do. Now, I know myself, Brother Salon, spoke with Sister Tamika, and we're going to see if there might be another alternate method with her IT folks. And so hopefully we can try to find something that can really make us get the best bang for our buck and the best influence and really get our message to as many current members and to prospective members of Miles as possible to really spread the gospel. Next up, we have education and training strategy. Now, I've been really fortunate enough to be able to work with Brother Kenneth Brother Kenneth Blanchard, as well as Sister G. Lynn Thompson, and they've been really helpful in helping to share the load when it comes to a lot of the social media protocols and to even using the equipment. So hopefully our goal is to be able to make sure that we get more Miles people on board and even create a schedule with all of our busy individual schedules that can help share the load and help making sure that we're empowering and giving a lot of people involvement with the various Miles Media Ministry matters. That's a lot of alliteration. Next thing, we're going to jump to budget revision. So, and that's going to be taken care of between myself, Brother Salon, and Brother Jason. I spoke with Sister Kimmery Harmon, and she needs just a revision of the budget needs that our Miles Media Ministry would need. And so basically, once the board consults after this meeting, we're going to try to figure out the actual essential items that we actually need going forward so that we can try to get some assistance from the stewards. But if you look at the next item, besides getting help from stewards, we're also going to be seeing what we can do as a ministry ourselves to fundraise and help to offset any necessary costs. One thing that I'll work with Brother Jason Moore and some of the stewards, such as Sister Kimmery and Sister Richardson, Sister Sharon Richard, is being able to see if there's a possible way to add the media fund to the Givelify app, seeing if that's a possibility. But then any other ideas, whether you're currently a part of the media ministry or you're just tuning into this live stream by chance, please pass on any ideas that you might have. We're definitely open to it and seeing ways that we can make our ministry be as strong as it can for Miles. And so at this point, before we jump into the closing prayer, any of you guys on live stream have any questions or concerns or thoughts, please comment. Otherwise, I'm going to turn it over to our power couple here and see if they have any thoughts as well. So full disclosure, go for it. So G-Lynn and Jason, you guys have any thoughts, concerns?
No, we just want to be able to get the materials and things that we need to get done in order to move on, and have stuff here, available so we don't have to move things around. I'm thinking we have a pretty good tripod to start. That will be good, and a phone mount that will be good to move forward. Other than that, I still feel like we also need our dream thing. which was, I think, was like a mixer.
Yeah, I think at this point it would. Oh, for the mixer, I know I skipped this in the agenda, everyone, but I know Brother Calvin Yang is going to be looking at our current mixer, seeing if there's any things that he can do to make it not have any issues, whether it's human error or it's an error with the actual machine. So we may or may not need a new one, but that's something that we're definitely keeping on our radar. I know, personally for me, I definitely want to look into a robust media strategy, not to compare, but I know a lot of other churches have very robust live streaming equipment, and I know that we definitely want to make sure that we're getting our message out the best way that we can. Jason, did you have any other thoughts?
I didn't have any other thoughts. I really appreciate everyone's activity, everyone's participation with the group, and I'm really excited about how far we've come and the direction we're going overall as a group. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. All right, y'all. Let's see if any of y'all has had some comments. So I see that Sister Sharon Richards says that sure we can add the media fund to Givelify, and then I see Brother Ernest Richard has asked if this idea has been run by Pastor Julio Andujo, and both of those are good statements and questions. Pastor Andujo couldn't be here today, but we'll definitely make sure that we run that by him and seeing if that's a plausible means for our ministry going forward. Thank you, Brother and Sister Richard. Anybody else have any other thoughts, concerns, questions? If you're just tuning in, we just went over a lot of the different things that we're doing with the media ministry. So we want to make sure that you as Miles members are informed about what we're trying to do, and we definitely are always welcoming any others who want to be involved. I see a yes, so maybe that's a yes, that if anyone has any other questions, concerns, but I'll give it a second and see if whoever, let's see. Okay, great. So I see that Sister Tamika Nugent is also on the line, on the live stream, commenting as the Miles page. No problem with that. So yes, we did see your comment about that you have a tripod. So basically what we'll probably end up doing is getting some sort of inventory between our individual selves and seeing what equipment we have all totaled together. So just so that we can minimize what expenses that we actually need for the media ministry. So thank you, Tamika. Okay, if we're all good here, again, just want to let you guys know the first comment in the thread should be a link to this agenda. If not, we'll make sure that we post it again after this live stream so that you can view all the talking points at your leisure. Please click on all the different hyperlinks so you can see how we're active on the different social media channels, and you'll also be able to see some of the links for some of the software that we're also looking into getting. But please, now and or after, you can text us too, you have our numbers. Please reach out and let us know what you think about what we're doing, if you have any suggestions or thoughts. But other than that, Sister Jalen Moore, you want to go ahead and close us out?
Sure. My brain. Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord God, for this time. We thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to serve you, Lord God, through this interesting and new ministry. Father, we pray that you just use us according to your will and your purpose, Lord God. Endow us, Lord God, enlarge our territory, Lord. We thank you, Father, for what you've done. We look forward for what you're going to do. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everyone, so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate your help and your concern and your prayers, definitely. So please reach out to us online and in person. We'll see you on Sunday. Definitely tune into the live stream. And even before that, tune into the Bible study on Saturdays. We look forward to serving you and vice versa. All right. Peace out, y'all.